Ready when you are, CB. Do I start in Canada or Mexico?
It's me and you, Animal King.
You really hate us?
For Islands of Adventure, there are several legends as to how the island actually came into being. Some say the island suddenly appeared during a total eclipse, while others insist the area was discovered on a great journey of exploration. But those of us who were around in 1999 know the real story, the story of the child. From the base of the lighthouse, a child, whom we had never before seen, appeared. The child stared at us and smiled before proceeding past us en route to the shore of the center sea. As the child passed, we noticed a stone in his hand. The stone, five-sided in shape, seemed to glimmer even in the low light of the overcast sky. We all followed the child to the tip of the center sea. The child stood at the shore for a moment, turned to look at us, then suddenly cast the stone out onto the waters, almost as if guided by the spirit of imagination, discovery, and adventure. The stone skipped across the center sea 5 times, moving from right to left. The stone finally hit the water and sank. From the exact point where the stone sank, we saw a red light glowing from the depths of the center sea. As the light grew stronger, we realized that the surface was not coming from beneath the water's surface, but rather from above. As we turned our gaze skyward, we saw the huge fireball, which was headed straight toward us. It hit the far left side of the water and expanded on impact. When the steam cleared, the Marvel superhero island was quite simply there. The water displaced from the impact of the fireball sent a huge tidal wave off to the right of its landing point. As the water splashed down upon itself, the distinct sound of a ship's steam horn was heard. As the water receded, Toon Lagoon came into view. We stood in awe of the events which had just happened and wondered what was next. At that moment, a deafening sound, not of this time, was heard from the area directly in front of us. The ground actually shook with the noise, and several of the windows in the Navigators Club shattered. In horror, we looked behind us at the damage the growl had caused. Then, another sound, this one much more pleasant than the one before, inspired us to turn back around just in time to see the lush tropical setting of a prehistoric paradise. The sound, a 4-word statement. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Situated to the right was a mysterious cloud which seemed to mystically float on the water's surface. With no warning, a trumpeted fanfare was heard, and from the mist of the cloud, we could see Merlinwood, Sinbad Village, and the Lost City. The Lost Continent had been found.
Okay. I'm really good.
One of the most peculiar things happened next. To our immediate right, a sound best described as a boing was heard as a giant fork pierced the sky and then stopped suddenly several yards from the ground. As the fork came to rest, a series of sparks emitted from its tines and systematically outlined a series of odd curves and formations. As if drawn by the hand of some great literary genius no longer of this world, the outlines formed a unique area. In one dazzling moment, the outlines began to fill with vivid color, and Zeus Landing was visible. All at once, we realized why we had been drawn to this area. It was time to be known to the rest of the world, and we were here to establish an entrance, a portal for all the adventurers which would come to see this area rich in the concepts of imagination, adventure, and discovery. The child who had been the catalyst for our understanding was never seen again.